Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got another game to look at in StarCraft 2. This one was submitted in the subscriber Discord section of my Discord. So shout out to all y'all. And that's right, it's time for another great, wonderful, terrible episode here of our NATECASTS series in the top right. I don't need Nako. I don't know if this is supposed to be some sort of weird insult. I'm just going to call him a weeb man because his name is Neko. It's the red Protoss player with a very low ground pylon against this blue Terran in the southwest, Grim Pommeler. Skiv in the chat says, love your stream. Season's greetings from sunny South Africa. Nice. Happy times. It's 69 degrees outside right now in North Hollywood, so the weather is fantastic. And a Protoss player is open with a forge. So looks like we've been sent a little when cheese fails. Or I guess the question, I don't know. Will cheese fail? I guess it's possible the Protoss player here just kills him. He's rallied a lot of clicks, which as we all know means you're very good at StarCraft. So let's see what he can get done with all those clicks. The probe is on the way. Now the SCV scout will not really see this in time. So the question becomes, how will he react? The forge is done. I think he could have sent this probe a little bit earlier though. He's just going to scout out and he builds a Nexus? Wait, is he forge fast expanding versus a Terran? Okay. Okay. This map is pretty good for Reapers. I feel like a Reaper could just jump up the cliff into the main. But maybe he's thought about it. Maybe he's got some sort of crazy strategy. Our weeb man to deal with this. I'm not entirely sure. We've already got kind of an interesting game to start with, and I don't hate it. Thanks, I love it. Yeah, this is just a standard Reaper expand. There's really nothing exciting or crazy going on here for the Terran. Should be able to kill the probe, which would be nice. And then move across the map. But he doesn't have anything. The gateway is so late. The gateway is really late because of this, and subsequently the cybernetics core. And furthermore, without either of those things, how is he gonna... This Reaper could just run into the main base, couldn't it? Am I crazy? Just go. Go. Live your dreams, Reaper man. Live your dreams. Because he should be able to just go straight over there and just start killing probes. Look, his cybernetics core has only just started. Just go in. Just go. This doesn't block it, does it? No, he can jump in. He can jump in there. Hell yeah. Get to work, brother. K-Kona. So there's the Twilight. He starts a cannon in the back of the main. Okay, well, I'm going to be honest. Some of those maps that make it really hard for a Terran to get a Reaper Scout in, those are the maps you want to try a build like Forge Fast Expand on. Now, as a player who likes to do all my own crazy stuff, I will, you know, I will give the preemptive warning that this is not really a good build to do versus Terran, specifically because of this. I think this is like Platinum League or something though, so maybe he's able to get away with it a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like this Reaper could have gotten way more than 3 kills, but he's trying to macro back home. He's got the factory, getting the tech lab, taking the gas, saturate it. There we go. Start a starport, probably. Could go for a Cyclone and then start the starport. In TvT, that's very standard to delay your starport a teensy bit to get the Cyclone going first. Big probe transfer going to go down to the naturals. So now I wonder, what exactly is the Protoss player going to do past this? Like if you were playing on Acropolis where you can block the only Reaper cliff in the entire map that goes into your base, you could block that Reaper cliff with a single pylon. If you wanted to try a Forge Fast Expand on that map versus Terran, I would be willing to say to you, that's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I can accept that. I can live with that. I could be totally fine with that. This map though, he comes back in again. Did he actually build anything with the Cyber Core? No. No Adept, no Stalker. So this Reaper is going to be able to come in and get a pounding done. I'd like to give a big shout out to everybody tuning in on Twitch and also the peeps that have been saying hello on the YouTubes. I have scheduled a lot of videos to continue to go. In fact, so many that I think there's only like 6 or 7 episodes out right now. This one could end up being episode 15. Probably putting out too many videos. I should probably stop mentioning the date and time, but I just want to let you guys know, watching live at least, since you all see this way earlier than everybody else, that I am doing my best to try and get onto some level of consistent schedule, as the Brits would say. So we got a robotics facility after the Twilight. Now, the Twilight was not used for anything. We don't have Blink or a Dark Shrine yet, but we do have a Stalker, And Warp Gate is about to finish. So at least the Reaper shenanigans for now are over. With 6 probes killed, Terran player's looking fantastic though. Look, I mean, the Terran player has 35 SCVs compared to 32 probes. So you got plenty. You got absolutely tons of workers and the 3rd command center. No 3rd base for the Protoss. So I like everything I see here for the Terran. We've got the charge upgrade coming in. And a Dark Shrine. So I guess another cannon, man. He's really paranoid here. There's the scan. He's like, what are you doing? What are you getting up to there, Bray? But I guess this is going to be mech. So this should slow the game down. So I don't think that going into mech out of an opening like this is necessarily bad, but I do think given the amount of damage done to his enemy at the start of the game, surely the opportunity was here to go to just research stim and kill your opponent. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. He's killing the rocks at the bottom of the ramp because that is what you are supposed to do. That's what Terrans do in the year 2020. Oh, it feels weird to say that. Oh, it's 2020. +1 air. Please, for the love of God, is this going to be like the other game I did where the guy gets early +1 air and he doesn't even have Stargate? He's getting a Warp Prism, +1 attack. Donk Shrine. Donka Shrine. Oh my God. How have none of the Germans ever figured that one out? Oh my God. Has it? Oh man. I got to start casting German StarCraft, dog. World ain't ready for me. I can't believe it. This has happened a 2nd time. Is this a regularly occurring thing for Protoss players? Am I crazy? This is the 2nd time I've done a cold cast game where someone has started +1 air crazy early with no Stargates on the map while simultaneously getting 3 other tech trees. Whatever. All right, Cloak is on the way. Now, Banshees as a follow-up to the mech are pretty common, pretty popular, and also quite good, if I do say so myself. So I don't hate seeing this. I personally like to do this a lot in my own games on the ladder versus Protoss. And it's a ninja base by Weeb Man. So is he going to turtle into carriers? I'm just saying, why not skip the foreplay and go straight to carriers? I don't know. Okay, he wants to do the DT drop. And that's fair, but Terran in this situation usually gets pretty turtly. It can be quite hard. He's trying to build 2 turrets here. Oh, wow. The only soft spot. I mean, if he drops the DTs right on these Marines, he should kill all of them. Just do it. Do it. No, he's not going to. Instead, he's going to show his hand. And I don't like that. That scan does nothing for you, good sir. Why not finish the turret? Why, there we go. I'm like, okay. Just kill the turret. You're good. You're good. High sec auto. Oh, my goodness. You can tell this guy watches my stream. Whenever a Protoss player starts doing stuff with a prism, I always get turret range. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to. Having the 8 range on the turret, just think about it this way. 99% of mech players, if you play mech on the ladder, I'm just going to tell you the truth here. A lot of your losses are to a prism getting in and warping in 11 zealots into your main base and ripping your bunghole apart. Okay? So you don't want to be in that situation. That's why I personally think get the turrets, get a little bit of the range, and as long as the warp prism doesn't get into your base, all of those turrets are worth it. That's how I personally feel. Now this is thankfully not an Artosis pylon. It's gonna get to work on the cyber core. Our Protoss is okay. He's got an observer. You kill the Banshee. There we go. He never got blink. He's going for building armor next. Well, I don't know that you need to get building armor this quickly, but c'est la vie, I suppose. So we've got the Thor production on the way, as well as those siege tanks. The siege tanks. And this is pretty much all you need when you're playing Mech Terran. Interesting wall off. You want to get enough tanks to deal with the Stalker Balls, but also to zone away disruptors. And then it's just Thor's to deal with the air units. So that +1 air attack that I was joking about earlier, now he's going to go for +1 armor. Ends up being part of his game strategy. He's getting 3 Stargates up. So it looks like we're going to be seeing some carrier shenanigans. +2 attack as well. I actually like a lot of what I'm seeing out of the Protoss player. You're making it seem like... And that's how you do it, by the way. You recall probes to the Ninja. Recall probes to the Ninja. He's saturated his main and natural. And then you start this. And then the Terran player says, oh, that's a really late third. Well, I feel really comfortable now. And when that happens, the Protoss player gets away with that when it's actually a pretty reasonably quick fourth base. The DTs have returned to try and get some damage done. And this bad boy's up to 4 kills. Not bad. And he actually gets away. Ooh, nice. That Banshee not really able to do what it wants to do. He has no idea about this ninja base in the bottom right. No idea. Absolutely no freaking clue what's going on in this game. Meanwhile, Neku man, he's got 4 cannons, 3 batteries dropping at this expansion. I gotta say though, if the Terran player gets enough Thors out, I feel like we've already seen this story before. But it looks like the Protoss is actually going into Void Rays. I mean, the Fleet Beacon's not done yet. So the real question is, will he continue to build Void Rays after the Fleet Beacon? Or will he go into that? Also, oh, there you go. The Terran has scouted it. Guy in Twitch chat helping me observe. The Banshee did see the base while going past. So now he knows, and some Hellions are going to come over here and harass. The probes were all sent home. Very smart move there, because you really don't want to lose those. And recall's still on cooldown for another 10 seconds. So yeah, you're going to probably lose this base, but hey, worth a shot. Worth a shot. Okay, Fleet Bacon's done. What's it going to be? Carriers. Well, this is an interesting choice. Thank you, Arcan Knight, for the 3-month resub. Thank you so much. Also, big shout out to, I want to give a big shout out as well to a good friend that we made last night on the stream. We were playing some Madden. My boy, Rackmaster20 came in. He dropped like 20 or 30 subs last night. Dude was a beast. Shout out to you, good sir. I don't know if you'll ever watch my StarCraft stuff, but I appreciate you and your appreciation of my Madden skills. Carriers +2 flux veins. So I guess we're gonna get the Void Ray speed upgrade, and we haven't really been able to see these yet in the cold casts. When I say cold casts, I'll be honest with you, it makes me think about going to the deli and getting cold cuts. And for this game, everybody in chat and everybody eventually in the YouTube comment section, can you guys please let me know your favorite cold cuts? What do you like to get when you go to Ralph's or ShopRite or Fred Meyer? What do you get? Personally, I'm like one of those. I like to get like the buffalo chicken cold cuts. The ones that are a little bit spicy. They're not like really spicy, but they've got just a little bit of kick to them. You know what I'm saying? Storm is coming in. That's going to help with any Vikings if they do show up. The speed upgrade for the Void Rays is done, so the hit squad's about to go out. Yeah, I like those. And I mean, honey glazed like turkey or like maple turkey or something. That's also really good. Obviously, I also like to be a basic and get roast beef as well because, well, you know what I mean. It's like as close as you can get to eating a steak when it's 2 in the morning and you're looking for something to grab out of your fridge. So we see the ranged missile turrets push back the Void Rays. I mean, all he killed was the floating barracks and 1 turret for a Void Ray. Void Rays cost 250 minerals and 150 gas. So the Void Ray harass actually ends up doing nothing because the turrets have building armor and range. Nathanias, I don't understand why you would get these upgrades. Well, now you know. Imagine if these turrets weren't all shooting, and imagine if they died faster. Possible 3 Void Rays could kill 3 turrets like that with the prismatic alignment enabled. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Now, meanwhile, of course, as we all know, the carriers are in production. But I'm pretty sure we've also seen that Thors absolutely obliterate carriers. All you got to do is max out on Thor's Grimpommeler, and then with this army, I think you could legit A-move. You may need to scan if he builds a lot of DTs. But we have seen a few games already where if you go big air against Big Thor wins. So you see his missile turrets able to shoot so much quicker. I guess it doesn't matter when you move command 2 Void Rays into 5 turrets. It doesn't matter if they have any upgrades. I take that back. Void Ray is going to get jumped by ranged armor turrets. So he's scanning everywhere. He knows it's carriers. And he's like, all right, just keep building Thors. He could probably build a couple command centers and suicide SCVs, I think would be a good play. And he could make an even bigger army. That was insane turret action, says Dude McGuyface. Oh, yeah. So we got some feedback. We got some replies in the chat about the cold cuts. Kaz says he likes spicy turkey. I don't think I've actually had spicy turkey before. That sounds good. Peppered salami. Yeah, peppered salami can be good. Honestly, though, I kind of default to like garbage pepperoni if I want something like that. I used to be big on salami when I was, I would always get salami at the deli in Brooklyn where my grandfather lived. I was a big salami boy. Eventually, I became a man and switched to turkey. G-E-N-O-A salami? Genoa salami? Genoa salami? That's an interesting one, Ice Wolf. And Bardino says he likes turkey, ham, and cheese. Well, what kind of cheese? This so basic. Are we just doing like regular turkey? Is this spicy turkey? Is this like a maple glazed turkey? Is it I don't know. Do you have any descriptors? Because that sounds pretty boring. We got one DT just hacking away at this army. Laziason says Cajun turkey. Ooh. I like that. We love head cheese. Oh, Jesus, man, that's disgusting. Shut the up. Big salami boy. Yeah, that's fair. All right, mothership's coming out. +3 air attack. It is a lot of carriers. I do think DTs are a crucial component of this army, but this mech ball looks, well, it's terrifying. This looks terrifying. I have absolutely no idea how. Without, you need disruptors, right? That's the whole meme is disruptors. I feel like the problem with this army is it's too well balanced. The mech army has a little bit of something for everything and a little heavier on air. The Protoss army is a little bit of something and reasonably heavy on the air. In a head-to-head engagement, I'm about 11% sure that the Terran army should just straight up win this. As long as he uses the siege tanks in any capacity that can actually contribute to the fight. If the Thors have to fight everything on their own, then the Terran loses. Oh no, don't run home. Don't run home. Force the base trade. Force the base trade. Force the base trade and rally Widow Mines at home. Rally Widow Mines at home and force the base trade. Did we forget the cold cuts and hit up Fogo de Chao? Okay, rich boy. You let me know when we're going to Fogo de Chao. On you. I'll meet you there. There's one in Burbank. See you soon. You kind of want to get the jump on this army, but without the siege tanks, this could actually still go wrong. We've got 7 carriers alive and 10 Thors will be keeping an eye on that. So without focus firing, about half the interceptors have been killed. But without the siege tanks to support this, Storm's getting dropped. And you'd normally say, well, Storms aren't that great on Thors. But when you only have Thors as your anti-air, every bit of damage counts. Because now we got 7 carriers against 5 Thors. He does have to rebuild the interceptors. So he's just going to try and push it to the limit. He's in it to win it. And these Widow Mines actually drag a ton of damage over the Thors. Again, another juicy Storm. Siege the tanks, my dude. Okay. Well, the Hellbat just killed one of the High Templar. That is nice. Oh, this is terrifying. There's 28 interceptors, and we've got only 5 Thors. A couple of them are getting hurt. Thors are hacking and whacking and smacking. Siege the tanks. 420 siege. It keeps scanning. It's really good. He's actually done a pretty good job of maintaining his orbital energy, but now is he going to have enough to actually be able to deal with the air army that's on top of him? The mothership does go down, but only 3 Thors all remaining. He's target firing them with the Immortals, and the carriers are going to clean up the rest of this Terran force. So pretty intense engagement. I really feel like it all comes back to that earlier fight. You always want to force the Protoss player to attack into your sieged tanks. I think when the Protoss army came over here, if he just sends his army up this way, I don't have a telestrator. You send the army up this way, put your mines here, tanks here, Thors push, the tanks buffer the ground units away, carriers start to shoot, mines can delay a little bit of time while the Thors turn around and shoot as well, but you got to really try and layer your defense. Of course, he has time. He can build more Thors. Whoever's messaging me, shut up. But we've got +2 air weapons coming in, or our boy Grim Pommeler. This is what happens. I completely reinstalled Windows onto my streaming PC because I got the 3950X, and I might be moving my entire setup to one PC because of it. But certain things I haven't fixed yet, like Discord notification sounds. God, you know how much 5 seconds of my attention costs? All right, another mothership is coming in. Motherships aren't quite -400 versus Terran. They still get targeted down and focused in a big way, but it does soak a lot of the hits from the Thors. And also the cloak forces the Terran to continuously scan. Whereas Zergs, you know, they just build like 11 supply free overseers and they can't die. So Someone in chat says, does he have armor for bio? Looks like it was a mistake, but he does. Well, hey, we've seen somebody else in the cold casts do the +1 armor build. So that, I mean, that's a thing, right? It happens. All right, he wants to make his way up this ramp to try and push into the enemy. It's totally better. I mean, it's tough because the observers are starting to spread out, but you really want to like siege up here, force the enemy to come down the ramp into your force. But if you push up into the toss as an army, if you push up into the toss army with your mech force like this, you're really asking for it. This is also extremely risky. I think with the number of Hellbats, the tanks are no longer important because he's got enough Thors to kill everything. But you do need to be cautious about the storms. Do not clump up the Widow Mines too hard. You don't want them to just be able to storm the mines. This can be good. Oh yeah, he's gonna actually kill a lot of the interceptors with those mine shots now. Yep. Look at this. 15 Thors, baby. Oh, I don't even need to target fire the carriers. Keepo. But then he does. And the carriers start to drop. These Hellbats in the back, unable to get forward enough to soak. And there's still 2 Immortals. Oh my goodness. I really feel like you scan, focus the Immortals, and then kill the carriers, because this is becoming a huge problem for him. Thank you, Uncle Gazpacho, for the 3 sub. And as well, now the storm's coming over to finish off these Thors. 4 more do get rallied across the map, but you gotta kill the Immortal. 18 months, excuse me, 3-month streak. Yo, I really think you gotta focus the Immortals. They do so much more DPS than the carriers do against the Thors. But our Terran player does have an absolute metric ton of Thors and money in production. So the Protoss player isn't exactly rich. Grim Pommeler, his supply is not as high as it could be. I think his biggest problem was he didn't have enough factories. And yeah, he's adding a bunch. He's adding a large number of factories so that he can spend that money. I actually fall into this trap all the time. Whenever I'm playing on this map, it happens to me almost every single time because you get so many bases because this map is so huge and so big. I end up forgetting and I'm like, oh my god, the fight ends, but you actually have so much resources. It's insane. So getting the extra production is nice. Look at this. He's building 8 Thors at once. Incredible. Incredible. +3 ship weapons coming in. +3 air armor for the carriers. Now, what's the composition look like? We got 7 carriers. He's got 101 probes. What? Oh, that's why his army's so small. I'm like, why is it so small? He said it's not always like that. This isn't normal, and I don't know about that. Thank you, Bardino, for the gift sub to Generations. Generations in the chat. That is my little brother. Now, why? Why, God? You've got 27 workers on the gold gas base, and you have not put a single probe onto the gold gas. I am triggered. Yes, now Bardino owns my little brother. Well, what can I say? He had it coming to him. You are about to sub tomorrow, Andrew? Well, you'd bet you might as well just do the button to continue the sub already then. Kappa. Oh my god, is he just going to fly straight into the Thors of the Prism? Nice. Nice. Try to get the Hellbats in front of the Thors if you can manage it. How many Thors is this? 19 Thors. That 100 probes really coming back to bite him. Really, though, the Immortals are going to kill him because the Thors will focus the air. The Immortals are going to kill these Thors, I'm pretty sure. Or actually, no, he might be able to kill the carriers fast enough to then fight the Immortals. I still think the Immortals win here. What an ugly fight. You can't run. Immortals move faster than Thors. You can't run. No! He's trying to bait him into the mine. Nice. All right, can you defend this space? These are +2 attack Immortals. He's getting +3. Oh no, too many SCVs repairing. And there we go. Big Daddy Thor coming off to the side. Yeah, it's like this becomes an easy hold now. Immortals are good, but Planetary Fortress with this many SCVs. Repair. There we go. With this many SCVs to repair. Easy D. Okay, well, Protoss has taken a bunch of other bases. Boy, we got ourselves quite a banger here for this game. You wonder how pros can be so bad. Yeah, this was in the GSL Code S round of 69. So this game was played at a pretty high level. Also, they were both pretty high, so that might explain some of it as well. Let's see what they can do, though. Let's see what they can do. Thought this was Diamond Viewer Games or something? Of course not. Of course not. So the push is coming in again, but Neku, I don't think he built enough production, right? It's still just, it's 4 robos and 3 Stargates. Yeah, he's starting more. I love that. I love that as soon as I call it out, he starts building it. Everyone's gonna say, Nate watched the replay before he casted it. No, I literally just clicked on the replay in Discord while streaming and we opened it up. I can't believe he didn't take this gas. Well, he's just dead, right? Because these robos are now exposed. There's so many Thors. He's still got 8 Thors. Okay, where are the Thors? Oh goodness, they're gonna trickle in. Well, that could be bad. Target the carrier. There we go. Thors are so good versus carriers now. I love it, man. Remember when they balanced mech and it became actually pretty fun to play versus Toss? I do. Feels good, man. You're running out of gas. Put your probes. Put your probes on the gold gas, please, God. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There we go. Good focus on the carriers. Tanks continue to move forward. Only a handful of three zealots, not going to be enough to deal with this army. And there we go. This base is going to go down. I don't know what the Protoss' plan here. He's going to continue to build carriers, but it's not going to work, man. I think he should probably... It's Carrier Disruptor. That's the magic army. Carrier Disruptor. Also, the Protoss has 104 probes. Why, God? Why? 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 All right, we just gotta wait for the Protoss to commit to the fight now, huh? Attacking his expansions. He's going to be able to make an actual army soon. Pog! Oh yeah, that's actually the truth. If he kills enough of his probes, well, he doesn't have any gas because he didn't mine any gas with those probes. Is he mining these geysers? Oh, he's mining those, but he doesn't mine purple gas. He don't want no purple haze, but I do think it would have helped. There we go. Thors are so good against carriers. +100 probes, still can't afford to mine gas. Feels bad, man. No, he's just dead. I'm sorry, dude. You kept building carriers against Thors. Like, why not just... I don't know. I like the Void Ray idea. Oh, now he's gonna counterattack? Oh my God, here we go. We've got 5 zealots. He scanned them. We gotta get over there. We gotta buy time for our enemy to be building more carriers so that they can die to the Thors. We gotta buy time for our boys. Oh shit, there's a wall. Oh, okay, well, okay, everybody, well, let's just get whacking on this missile turret. All right, let's open the gates. Open the gates. Yeah, now Prism can come by. Go, little probe, dude. Try to squeeze through. Oh crap, you can't get through. Well, it's fine. This bunker, there ain't nobody in this bunker. All right, let's just get ripping and tearing. Let's go. Oh crap, man, there's a Hellion. Let's get the Hellion. All right, we got him. How you doing, brother? I'm a little bit burned up, but it's okay. It's okay. The wall is coming down. The Zealots have made it inside. The most game-breaking, game-reversing scenario has happened. Oh, look at that Hellbat, brother. We got him. We got him. Take him down. Take him down. Oh shit, I only got 3 hit points, but it's fine. I put the team on my back. We're getting up to that main base wall. We can do it. We can do it. We can get inside. Just us. Just the 5 of us. 5 Zealots banding together. Killing everything. Killing absolutely goddamn everything over here. Look at that. We got a depot. We killed a supply depot. Oh shit, there are more flame cars. And now this game is totally over. Oh my goodness, this Protoss player. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Ugh. It's okay, we got another hit squad over here. This is gonna win the game for us. Oh shit, everyone's getting burned alive. Oh no! Toasty. Stutter stepping with 20 Hellions versus 2 Zealots. All right. Now he could have been trying to do something. He has so many probes. He's still building probes. He's still building probes. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh man, that was emotionally, that was a lot. That was a lot, guys.